morning, children. We'll begin with this poem, The Last Bargain. Bargain means bargaining is an argument, like when you haggle over, over for reducing the price of something, in which both parties promise to do something for each other. That is known as bargain. Someone is looking for work. In this poem, someone is looking for work, waiting to be hired. Somebody is waiting to be hired means, you understand, no? To be taken up for some job. He strikes a bargain but thinks it worthless. Worthless means not valuable. He tries twice again but doesn't like either. Finally, in the last bargain, when he is hired for nothing, whatever, he is happy as never before. Now, what is this bargain? Why is it best? First, I'll tell you the poem in gist. What had happened actually one fine day, one fine morning, a speaker was walking on the stone paved road. A speaker, and asking out to hire. He was asking, "Come and hire me." I cried while in the morning. Like he was just crying, "Hire me, hire me." Firstly, a king came near him and told that he would hire him with his power, but his power counted for nothing. King said, "Okay, fine, I'll hire you." But for the speaker, it was nothing. His power was nothing, so he disliked his agreement. He said, "No, I don't want to be hired by you." Now, during midday, an old man came with gold coins and said that he would hire him with all the money. But the speaker rejected that money because money would soon be spent, and money spent once cannot buy us everlasting happiness. Now, in the evening, the garden, they were full of flowers. The garden was full of flowers, and a fair lady came out from garden and said that she would hire him with a smile. But her smile faded away, and she melted into tears and returns into the dark, leaving the speaker alone. At last, a child playing with shells, marbles, and said that he would hire him with nothing. He said, "I don't have anything to hire you, uh, you know." But, the speaker accepted his agreement, and because he was attracted by the flawless character of the child, so he accepted the agreement of the child. Now, the bargain of the child makes the speaker a free man. And now the speaker was a free man. He was not a bonded laborer of somebody. All right, now let's. So the king said, "Okay, fine, I'll hire you." I was walking on the stone paved road. I mean the speaker. Sword in hand, the king came to in his chariot. Chariot means, his that buggy. He held my hand and said, "I will hire you with my power." He said, "I'm a very powerful man, I'll hire you." But his power counted for nothing. It was not means nothing. N-A-U-G-H-T, not means nothing. And he went away in his chariot. But for the speaker, the king's power was nothing, and that's why he didn't accept his proposal. Now, in the heat of the midday, the later part of the day, the houses stood with shut doors. Everybody had shut their doors, and I wandered along the crooked lanes, complicated lanes of houses. Then an old man came out with his bag of gold, and then he pondered and said, "Hey man, I'll hire you with so much money." He weighed his coins one by one, and he showed me all his money, but I turned away. But the speaker could not be enticed, attracted. Okay, finally came the evening, and the garden hedges, they were all full of flower. And then a beautiful lady came out and said, "I will hire you with a smile." But it was a fake smile, because it paled. Paled means faded. And it melted into tears, and she started crying. And she went back alone into the dark, and she disappeared. Now the sun glistened on the sand. Now the sun glistened means it shone on the sand, and the sea waves broke waywardly. Waywardly means lost, A child sat playing with shells, and there was a child who was playing there with shells. He raised his head and seemed to know me, and the child seemed to have some kind of affiliation and said, "I'll hire you with nothing." He said, "Man, I'm ready to hire you, but I have nothing." And from henceforward, the bargain stuck in child's play and made me a free man. Written by Rabindranath Tagore. Now, who is the speaker in the poem? Who's the speaker? Is a man. The speaker is a man who is looking forward. The king, sword in hand. What is it suggesting? It is suggesting the power. The old man offered the speaker a lot of money. Why did he turn down the offer? Because he turned it down because he realized that money cannot give him happiness everlasting. He had not, and it will soon be spent, and once it is spent, it is of no use for him. How did the speaker feel after talking to the child on the beach? He felt free. He felt that he is no more a bonded person. Extremely happy he felt. So you have to do these questions and answers. Alright everyone, take care.